Rebecca is with us in Effingham, Illinois. Hi, Rebecca. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Dave. I wish I was calling with an exciting question, but I'm not. Basically, my husband and I were doing the baby steps. We were on baby step 2, and we were talking about bonuses and stuff, and I thought we would be able to be done maybe at the beginning of the year. And then he kind of somberly told me I was something to tell you, and he had actually still been using a credit card all year that he didn't tell me about.
So you guys were in agreement, you thought, to work your way out of debt. Meanwhile, he's in the background lying and using a credit card. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
For how long?
Which I know is about a year, maybe 9 months-ish.
Okay. So this wasn't really passive in that we just weren't talking about it and I didn't know about his debt. No, we're working a get-out-of-debt plan, and he's just straight up lying in the background.
And I was asking about every month because we weren't meeting. So obviously we weren't as good as intense as we should have been.
So you weren't working a plan?
I thought we were working the plan. Or I thought we were at least surviving and maybe not. Right. We were not working it, obviously, how we should have.
I'm a little bit confused. If you're working a plan, you're hedging like crazy here. And I don't know whether you're trying to save his hide or whether you're just trying to, I don't know what's going on. So if you had a solid agreement, we are getting out of debt. We're not borrowing money anymore. That's different than, I thought we were surviving.
Right.
Which is it?
I thought we were getting out of debt. We were really low income, and so I knew it wasn't going to be as fast. But
well, you're so uninvolved. There's nobody needed to hide anything from you.
Yeah.
He didn't hide anything. You just didn't show up to ask. He was just doing his thing. You were doing your thing. You guys did not have agreement. You were not working a plan. That's what you're telling me with all this hedging. Or you're trying to save his hide. I can't tell which because I'm getting ready to kill him otherwise.
I don't know which is either. I'm still a little bit in shock processing mode about all of it.
So how much credit card debt is there?
It's about $9,000, which for the general world is not that much. But
yeah. And what is your household income?
About $35,000.
Okay. $35,000?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And how much other debt have you got?
Not even a shovel. It's like a pick. What was the question?
How much other debt have you got?
That's it.
Okay. All right.
We rent.
Well, what I would say is this knowledge of this debt has exposed two major things that if I'm your husband and I'm you, I'm going to have alarm bells going off like the house is burning down. These two things must be addressed. Okay?
Right.
Number one, you are not on a plan. And you're not working together, and you're not communicating, and you're not doing a budget every month, and you are just trying to survive. And that's not going to work. You're a rat in a wheel. It's killing both of you. He was doing the best he could do, but he didn't want to worry you, and so he's, paying off bills with these credit cards. He didn't go to Europe on them with his girlfriend.
Right.
Okay?
Yes, you're right.
So, he's just a good guy doing a stupid butt thing the wrong way, and it's time to stop it. So the two of you together, the house is on fire. You have to grab each other's hands and go, we can't do this anymore. We can't do this anymore. It's going to kill us. It's going to kill our marriage. It's going to kill everything. Because I'm starting to be really, really pissed about this debt, and you got a lot of shame about it, and we got to get on the same page, and we got to write this down, and we got to have a budget, and we got to get in attack mode. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay. The second thing that this exposes is that your all's income is struggling, and we need a game plan to get the income up short-term and long-term to be able to attack this debt and maybe even to balance your budget.
Right.
And so what is his, how old is he?
30.
Okay. So when he's 45, what is he going to be doing making 100?
Well, he's in ministry.
Okay.
So we don't know.
Okay. Is he a pastor?
He's a youth pastor.
He's a youth pastor. Okay. And sadly, translation, that means in most cases you starve to death.
Right.
Most
so
youth
far.
pastors don't make much. Yeah. Choir director, youth pastor, most of them struggle. It's very low-paid positions, sadly. I wish it wasn't. It should be a higher priority and a higher-paid position, but we can talk of philosophy while you starve to death. So I think he's got to decide how he can flesh out God's calling in his life while providing a larger income to his family.
Right.
I'm not saying quit your job today, but there's not a lot of 45 or 55-year-old youth pastors.
Very true.
So we got to. Where are we going with this? What's God telling us to do? What's our calling? I'm not doubting that he's called to the ministry. I'm glad he's called to the ministry, but we need to think about how we're going to eat here and how we're going to be able to make the bills and how we're going to escalate in our career. And pastors need to grow in their careers like anyone else. And they need to grow in the effectiveness of their ministry, the wisdom of their ministry, the depth of their ministry, and there's nothing illegal in Scripture about making more money as a result of that.
Very true.
And I'm not suggesting he become a prosperity guy. That's not what I'm talking about. But obviously, a pastor who leads a 3,000-member congregation typically makes more than the youth pastor that has 30 kids in a small church. And, that's the truth. Now, are those 30 kids important in God's eyes? Yes, they are. But there's an economic transaction that occurs even in ministry. And it doesn't make money evil, and it doesn't make you evil to think about that for the good of your family.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.